Hi everyone. So previously we had discussed on the topic this one, decorator pattern actually. Sorry. Yeah, today we'll be discussing on the topic adapter design pattern. Right. Let's get into the definition part here. So the adapter part, this one design pattern converts the interface of a class. So it converts the interface of a class into another interface. Right. Mainly just remember this sentence. This is very important when it comes to the adapter pattern. See, adapter design pattern, it converts the interface of a class into the another interface that a client expects, allowing in this one incompatible interfaces to work together, right? So what it allows, actually it allows incompatible interfaces to work together. Usually you see this one in the legacy code actually. If you would have worked on the legacy code basis, so usually you see this one, right? So see here, the adapter design pattern, it converts the interface of a class into the another interface that a client expects, allowing incompatible interfaces to work together, right? Adapter acts as a bridge between the incompatible interfaces. This is very important. Just keep this in mind. Adapter pattern, what it does, it adapter basically acts as a bridge between the two incompatible interfaces. It wraps an existing class and exposes the new interfaces exposed by the expected by the client. It wraps an existing class and exposes a new interface expected by the client. No changes are required in the existing nothing but the legacy code. No changes are required in the existing legacy code. That's what I said actually. Usually it is used on the legacy code basis actually. Yep. So no changes are required in the existing legacy code. Anyways, so let's move on with the further things here. So first, let's do one thing. Let's discuss the generic UML for the this one adapter pattern. Then we can just come to the example part here, example code. Yep. So this is the generic this one UML for the adapter design pattern, right? So let me explain you this one step by step. Just listen to this carefully. So if you understand this, the code, the example code, you'll understand this one. Uh, it becomes extremely easier to understand. See, what does the client do here? So first, pause the video and have a look into it first, the diagram part. Yeah. Then what we are doing here? So we have client here, this one client. Yeah. What it does, client depends only on the target interface. Yeah, this one client only depends on the target interface and calls the request, this part. Yeah, client depends only on the target interface and calls the request. Then target defines the interface. See, so client depends only on the target interface. See, that is the reason here, this one client only depends on the target interface, this part, and calls request. After it calls the request, see, we have the target actually. Now see, target defines the interface that client expects. So this is also fine. Target uh, defines the interface that the client exists actually. This is fine. Then we have the adapter here. What is adapter basically? So this is the main part. Just listen to this carefully. uh, Adapter has the adaptee actually. Just listen to this carefully. Adapter has the adaptee. So adaptee is a existing class. It is an existing class with an incompatible method specific request. This one, this is in nothing but the incompatible method. Yeah, this is nothing but the incompatible method. Adaptee is an existing class with an incompatible method specific request. And what is adapter here? Adapter implements the target and holds a reference to the adaptee. Adapter implements the target and holds the reference to the adaptee. So that's what it does. Then when request is called, when request is called, yeah, so this one, when request is called actually, what happens when request is called, adapter internally translates it to the specific request. Adapter internally translates it to the specific request. Adapter internally translates it to the specific request. So this allows the client to use the adaptee without changing the this one main code, right? Without changing the existing code actually. This allows the client to use the adaptee without changing the this one existing code. So this adaptee, whatever here this is written. So basically, this is the incompatible. It consists of the incompatible method, right? So without knowing about the adaptee, client will be able to this one use the adoptee actually. Without knowing, client will be able to use the adoptee. So that uh, for that, this one adopt acts as a this one, what do we call, bridge actually. Adopter acts as a bridge, right? To make use of the adoptee, nothing but which consists of the incompatible method. Adoptee acts as a bridge between client and the adoptee here, right? To make use of the incompatible method, right? So this one that is within the adoptee. So basically at the end, what happens when request is called, adopter internally translates it into the specific request, right? The core idea here, if you would have observed, core idea is so first adopter adapter is equal to the interface conversion without modification actually. Interface conversion without modification, right? So that's what interface conversion without modification actually. I'll just write M here, without modification or mod. Yeah, adapter is equivalent to the interface conversion without modification. Yeah, so this is it for the adapter design pattern. It's as simple as that. Yep. So now we have the actual idea on the adapter design pattern. So let's move on with the example code, right? So I have already written the code for this. Let's discuss the code step by step, right? So now we have the complete idea on the adopter pattern, right? So first, what we have done, so I'm going with the interface charger here. What is that? So this is the target interface that is expected by the client, right? So within the interface charger, I'm calling the charge phone method here, right? So this is easy. Next, we are going with the old charger. So this is the adoptee class actually, accordingly with the generic UML that we had discussed. So this old charger is nothing but the adoptee, right? It consists of the old implementation, yeah, old implementation. So adaptive class is incompatible. Adaptive class with the incompatible interface I said. So this consists of the supply power here, supply power method. We are just printing power supplied using old charger, right? So this is fine. It's as simple as that. It's easy. Next, let's move on with the adapter class that makes the old charger compatible with the charger. So adapter acts as bridge for this, right? Adapt should act as the bridge for this. See, we have class charger adapter that implements the charger. So now adapter class that makes the old charger compatible with the charger by acting as a bridge actually. Adapter class has to act as a bridge. See, so this private old charger, whatever I have written here. So this is the reference to the incompatible class. Yeah, this is the reference to the incompatible class. Next, we are going with the constructor. Yeah, this one. Next, we are going with the constructor to inject the old charger. You can see here, old charger. I have assigned the this one. We have assigned the old charger. Then what we are doing, we are going with a adapter that converts the charge phone method, that one charge phone call actually method called to supply power, to supply power. See, old charger dot supply power I have given here, right? So this is fine, I believe, right? This is fine. What we are doing here, we are going with the adapter that converts the charge phone method um, to the, or charge phone call to the supply power, to supply power, right? So we are done with this. Next, let's go with a client code. Next, let's go with a client code, right? So this is fine. So here, one second. So let's move on with the example usage actually. So this is the client code, right? So let's go with the existing incompatible object. So this one, old charger equals new of this one, old charger. So this is nothing but the existing incompatible object as per the code that we have written. Next, adapter wraps the old charger, right? Accordingly with what we discussed. So that is what the line 36 is doing here. This one, particularly this line. Yeah, charger, the new charge adapter, the charger adapter of old charger. Then finally what we are doing, client uses the expected interface. Client uses the expected interface. We are just going with a charger dot charge phone. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Yep. So we are done with this part, man. We are done with this part actually. Yeah, we are done with this part. So I'll try to run the code. So see, power supplied using the old charger, right? Adapter class is acting as the bridge so that the old charger should perform its function, right? To the client actually, right? To the client, it is working correctly. So we are getting the output power supplied using the old charger, right? So it's, I hope it is completely clear, right? I hope whatever the code that we have written and whatever we had discussed, the generic UML for the adapter pattern is completely clear. Now let's move on with the this one. This is it for the adapter pattern actually. Let's discuss some real world applications, man. Yeah, let's discuss some real world applications, right? So here the first thing, it is used in the mobile charger actually. It is used in the mobile charger. See, suppose if you have the type C charger actually, we can just make use of this one type C charger to the this one micro USB charger, right? Micro USB charger, type C and micro USB charger, right? So this is one of the real world applications. Then legacy APIs, it is also adapter pattern is also used in the legacy APIs. It is also used in the legacy APIs, right? Legacy APIs in the sense adapted to new systems actually. Legacy APIs that has been adapted to new systems, so this is also fine. Then it is also used in Java input output, Java input output stream, nothing but for the input stream reader adapting the input stream to the reader, right? Input stream reader adapting input stream to the reader. So this is one of the um, this one real world applications as well. The final one, this one, it is also implemented within the payment gateways. Payment gateways, how actually, see, old gateway adapted to new interface. This will be doing if you want to add the newer one, right? So, yep, these are some of the real world applications. Mobile charger, legacy APIs adapted to new systems, Java input output, where input stream reader adapting the input stream to the reader. Then finally, payment gateways, nothing but old gateway adapted to the new interface. So these are some of the this one, what do we call real world applications of the adapter pattern. Then let's come to the final part, nothing but the complexities here. What will be the time complexity? Time complexity would lead to big of 1, right? Time complexity would lead to big of 1 because adapter only forwards method calls. Adapter only forwards method calls, and space complexity would lead to big of 1 as well, because only a single reference to the adapter will be stored actually. The time complexity would lead to big of 1 and the space complexity would lead to big of 1 as well, right? The time complexity would lead to big of 1 and the space complexity would lead to big of 1 as well, right? So this is fine. Adapter only forwards method calls and only a single reference to the adapter will be stored. So overall time complexity and the space complexity would lead to big of 1 and big of 1 respectively. Just remember one thing before closing the video. So let me say this actually, just listen to this carefully. Adapter pattern, what it does, it enables the incompatible interfaces to work together without modifying the existing code. Again, adapter pattern, it enables the incompatible interfaces to work together without modifying the existing code. It's as easy as that, right? It's as simple as that, sorry. Yep. So now let me delete this one. So this is it for the adapter pattern. So this is it for the adapter design pattern. Next, what we will be doing, we will be designing facade. We will be discussing about the facade design pattern. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.